Hey everybody, welcome back to hocus-pocus.com. My name's David and this is a magic review. Today we're going to look at Unwritten from J.C. Sum. Alright, so what is Unwritten? Unwritten is a book test. It's a book test. Now it's a book test that I will say transcends words because it's actually kind of like a drawing prediction or a drawing duplication. It's professionally designed and it allows you to bring the traditional book test beyond just the words on the page. And what you do is you incorporate visual drawings as the focus of the thoughts and the revelations. So it's original. It's a very original method. It's a very visual book test because you get to use pictures. It's a two-phase routine as well. So you don't necessarily use the two books. There's two books included, but you're gonna narrow the book test down to one book, but it's not a force. They can choose either book. And then within the single book that they hold in their hands the entire time, there's two different routines. They go together. It's a two-phase routine. You're gonna get all the patter and all the scripting, and it's all cleverly hidden ingeniously inside this book. The method is completely diabolical. Holding this book almost feels like holding a deck of gaffed cards, you know, or like a deck of marked cards where the magician is saying, oh, here's a mark and here's a mark and this mark tells you this and this mark tells you this. These books are built like that. They're that sneaky, they're that cool. And yet your spectator will never see it. They'll never see it. They hold this book in their hands the entire time. You never ask for this book back. There's no peeking, okay? It's completely hands-off. You're also not gonna force the word to them, okay? You're not gonna pump them for what page number the word is on. You don't tell them what to look for. You don't say, oh, look for a long word, or look for a short word, or look for a word that contains only the letter X. You don't do that, okay? There's no peeks, no cribs, there's no pre-show work, and there's even multiple outcomes. So I wouldn't do this twice in a row, but certainly if somebody saw you perform this again, there's the possibility that the result could be different. All right, so a couple questions we always ask when we're doing these magic reviews, and the first of which is, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? You're gonna get two books. That's it, two books. Two books. There's no DVD, there's no download, there's no nothing. And immediately I was like, okay, where's the instructions? Like, how do I do this? And the instructions are cleverly hidden inside the book. Right? They're written instructions. He's giving you a book. They're inside the book. You just go through the book and you find the instructions. And it's something your spectator will never find because you're telling them to look for, you know, like a word. Because these books are, you know, English as second language books, or they're English as, you know, tourist books. And so you explain that, like a dictionary, they're books that contain thousands of words. So they're not going to read the preface or the index or anything weird. Like, they're going to go exactly where you tell them. So the methodology, the teaching is really cleverly hidden, and I was like, how come people don't always do this with book tests? Like, then you're never gonna lose your instructions. That's right there in the book. That's awesome. All right, so how are the angles on this, and can it be inspected? There's no angles, of course, and they can totally inspect it because, like I said, it's a hands-free test. They hold the book in their hands the entire time. What's the overall quality and production value of what you're getting? These look like real books. They don't even look cheap. They don't look cheap. They look real. They look exactly like what they say they look like. They have everything you would expect, from publisher information to, you know, copyright and UPC barcode, everything. I mean, they don't feel cheap. It looks like something that you went to the store to purchase, or that you went to like some sort of airplane gift shop when you're at the airport to find a book on, you know, picking up English when you're overseas. How much practice is this going to take you? How fast are you going to be able to do this trick? The trick requires memorization, and it requires outs. Okay, so there's memorization and outs, and you have to learn what that is for the trick. You have to learn all well, you can do your own patter, but they're gonna give you all the patter you need. Okay, so that's awesome. So you'll have to practice this as a routine. And then, like other mentalism style effects, you have to be prepared for different outcomes. And so you're gonna have to do some memorization. It's going to take you some work. Okay, this isn't something you're going to be able to pick up and go. But if memorization comes easy for you, and I don't think the memorization is hard. So like I said, you're not doing a word memorization. You're not learning how to spell words. You're just doing a drawing duplication. How much setup and reset is there? There's none. You have the books. You already have the knowledge up here, and you're good to go. Positives. All right, so what are the positives to Unwritten? One of the positives is this will incorporate into another book test you're already doing. I have a book test where I decipher, a word. Well, this book test is pictures, so you can easily stick those two book tests together. Like, instead of walking in with your 2 books, you have your 3. You have your book test that you're already doing, and then you have Unwritten underneath that. You could even throw in a forcing pad and do something else, like, hey, before we do these book tests, let's just do this little pad routine where you think of a number, and you do a number guess. So you could easily rotate this into like a 3-fold routine that would be easy. It's not complicated to learn. It's not complicated to learn. And like I said, these English language books look perfect, and you have thousands of words to choose from. All right, so is it worth your money? It is $90, $90, and you're getting 2 books, okay? Really, and that's all you're getting. But you have to think about the cost on the side of the creator. The creator had to publish books, and sometimes book publishing is a lot more expensive than making DVDs. DVDs are really cheap to manufacture. Books, that requires a lot. Plus, to make them look normal, to make them look natural, to make them look like they're going to be incorporated or fit into something that you're doing already, that takes time. That takes layout. That takes, a lot of work. And so I think if you're looking for the ultimate book test, and I think this would speak to who would like this, there are people that look for better and better book tests. And when they find it, they're willing to say, yeah, I'm willing to pay for that because the book test is that good. It's that clean. And everything I'm telling you is the truth. Hands off, no pumping, no forcing, no cribs. I mean, you're getting a lot of book test for your money. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about Unwritten from J.C. Sum. Of course, I want to thank hocuspocus.com for allowing me to have this trick so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, head to hocus-pocus.com. Thanks. Bye.